fast-growing Chinese brokerage and Robinhood rival called Futu Holdings Ltd. Now, what Futu is going to do is they're about to start applying for licenses in Singapore, Hong Kong, and the US. Singapore, I don't believe that they really need the licenses from what I've been reading because they're open to free exchange as long as they don't really do anything wrong. Hong Kong, I think they're going to need the licenses, and then obviously in the US we're going to have some pretty steep regulations coming here, so they definitely will need licenses here. Now the reason you may be asking, well, like, didn't China, ban all this stuff? So Hong Kong versus mainland China, the Hong Kong flag, the positioning of the things basically means that they have one country but two political systems. And so Hong Kong essentially has their own separate political system, and part of that is you are allowed to use cryptocurrencies as long as you get the licenses. I think this is going to be pretty big, and I think it's going to be a part of the larger kind of grand scheme of things that I see happening right now, which is there's bans in India and China, mainland China, on the cryptocurrencies, but I honestly think and Turkey supposedly, but then when you read into it, Turkey's actually just stopping it until they can get regulations in. And I think once mainland China and some of these other places that are supposedly banning it, like India, see how the regulations and how things are going, and how and the cryptocurrency technologies have time to develop and mature and develop into separate categories where it's like, okay, we've decided Bitcoin or Ethereum is now going to be, this commodity. We've decided this is going to be the currency we want to use. And as things play out, I think they're going to lift those bans because there's going to be too much international money that they could earn from it. Right now, the reason all of these countries are blocking it is because all it is an outflow of cash. They have hyperinflation. They're having problems raising and lowering rates in all of these countries and doing monetary engineering and all of this stuff, and trying to implement fiscal policy, raising taxes, lowering taxes, all of this stuff. And in the middle of that, you have a bunch of illegal money transacting out of the country. So, it makes perfect sense that they're cranking down on this stuff. And I actually have no problem with the bans. I'm fairly certain that they're going to be lifted, especially the whole point of this is especially having nearby places like Hong Kong that are going to be asserting essentially geographical pressures because of their proximity. If everybody in Hong Kong that's traveling to China is talking about how much money they're making on, from cryptocurrencies, like, there's some factors between that stuff, right? But yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Are these temporary holds? Are they bans? What do you think of Futu? And that's about it. See you guys later.